All right, let's talk about why you fail at trading, okay? And the reason why I feel I can make this video and put these points up and not just have some random information for you that's not going to do anything for you is because I have a huge track record of failure, okay? I failed at trading in every way possible. If you could do something wrong in trading, I had to try that before finding success, okay? My story is actually a little bit longer than most, okay? Because I've talked to some, traders that are even still today better than me, okay, and they have found profitability and success, and their failure seems to be a little bit shorter than mine. I don't know. So I take this opportunity to share with you because of the amount of failure I had. It gives me a heart for really helping people that struggle in this industry. Okay. So what I want to talk about is the mindset when we come to the charts. What is our mindset? All right. I think trolling YouTube about day trading, which it's funny that I'm on here, okay, can be a little dangerous, right? Scrolling Instagram and TikTok and seeing guys and, flashy suits and, real expensive watches and like standing next to a really nice car that just like, coffee shop millionaire mentality, right? I'm just gonna like get so good at trading that I'm just gonna like sit around. It's so easy, and we just get stuck in this mindset, right? We like picture ourselves with all this money, all this free, we're traveling the world, and it's just like total freedom. Okay. What's interesting is when you get into trading, you learn that you need to create a process. And in creating that process, you need to follow that process. So therefore, that freedom mindset, you start putting yourself in a box, okay? That can affect your mindset. But let's talk about this. Let's talk about the idea we chase the idea of making a ton of profits, okay? So yes, we are here to make money, all right? But that honestly can't be your main focus, okay? Every time I've gone to pass a combine, or every time that I've gone to, trade my personal account, or to hit a monetary goal, or to say I'm going to take profits and it's going to be this much, or I expect this much money out of this trade, as soon as I did that, failure, okay? It was strange. It really was. It was like it was weird. I started journaling it and was like, "What is this?" And what it is because you're chasing the idea of the profits instead of chasing the process that makes us money. Okay? So in any trader that's really really legit, you can ask them this. Okay? If you know someone who's profitable, ask them about this and say, "Hey man, do you chase profits or do you trade your process that makes you money?" I promise you I know what they're going to say. Okay? So there has been times that I have gotten out of I've gotten into the wrong mindset, right? And it's because I started chasing a goal instead of my process that makes money. That's why I'm telling you, I can hand people a golden strategy to here you go, you'll make money with this right here. There it is, written down, follow that. Most traders will still fail tremendously. Okay. Sometimes I fail trading my personal golden strategy. Okay. And it's not really a golden strategy, it's just a strategy that works. Okay. It's based off of ICT principles, time based liquidity, fair value gaps, 730 open, things like that. Okay. So there you go. Um, I have other videos on my strategy and things like that. So you can check that out if you want. But I'm telling you, it's following that process, okay, and being, in the right mindset. Okay, so one of the things that I do when I've coached people is I've said I want you to take a week or two and just watch the charts. Don't trade. Don't paper trade. Do nothing. Observe the market. Watch the market. Process the market. Look at the fair value gaps. Look at the time-based liquidity. How did we react to the 730 open? How did the 930 react? How did the 830 open happen? What points of liquidity was hit? Look at some market structure. You know, and I've had a lot of them like kick back pretty hard and be like, dude, I'm in this to make money. I'm not wasting 2 weeks. And a lot of times I reach back and I'm like, hey, you reached out to me. You tell me you've been struggling for years, legit years. Okay. And you don't want to take 2 weeks as a challenge and as a educational point that's going to help you understand something about you yourself as a trader. And usually I could talk people into it. I think there's only been one or two that haven't, that didn't take the challenge. The ones who did were blown away. I mean, like a day or two later, they're DMing me like, "This is insane." And the reason why is because now we're approaching the markets from an observer's point of view instead of being there to hit some monetary goal. It leaves all emotions out, and I can come to the charts fully logical, right? I don't have any stake right now. Okay. If I was a billionaire, okay, and I had $100 billion in the bank, I could probably trade a $10,000 account with zero problem, because $10,000 would be like me today trading with $1. It wouldn't mean anything to me. Okay. So that's the whole point, right? You come down and you just observe the market. All right. And this helps to change your mindset. So that way, when you approach the charts, you're not expecting anything from it. You're not expecting this trade to win or lose. That's why they say you really need to truly accept your risk. Okay. Because once you truly accept your risk, then you shouldn't have any stake. If I put $300 on the table as a risk to hopefully get $600 to $900 in return, if I win it, I should have zero stake in that trade now. Okay. I should have zero emotion. I have entered the trade based on my plan and based on logical decisions. Once it's in there, if I lose at 300, it should not hurt. Okay. Yes, sometimes it does. Sometimes my ego still gets bruised. I'm like, why didn't that work? Let me redo my TA. And then a lot of times when I realize I'm doing that, I just back off. I'm like, look, man, I have a process that works. I just need to follow it. And in that process, I do lose. So when I lose, I'm like, okay, that's a part of my process. All right. So I really want to encourage you guys in that. All right. Take that week or 2 week challenge. Don't trade. Simply watch the charts. If you want to, you can hit me up on Discord. I got some information down below, and we can talk about it. That'd be great. I'd love to hear some feedback on that. If you've ever tried this and it worked for you, drop a comment. Okay. Down below and all that wonderful stuff. Okay. So another reason why we fail, and as you say, I say we, right? I started off with you, and I'm just telling you it's we, all right? Because I was a big failure, and sometimes I still fail. I just put out a video about being absolutely. I took a funded account that was like almost guaranteed payout, and just had a really bad day, and I just brought full emotion to the market and smoked that account. Okay, I hadn't done something like that in like a really long time. So, but what did I do? I learned from it. I, journaled it and moved on. Okay. So we want to do what is easy. So we do what is easy. Okay. What do we need to do? Okay. We should do what is hard that no one else is willing to do. This is huge. The reason why there's only a 5 or 10% success rate with day traders is because those 5 or 10% will do what the other 90% ish won't. Okay. One, they won't take 2 weeks, a month, 6 months to look at the charts objectively with no emotion, logically, and train their brain to approach the market without emotions. That's a hard one. Okay. They won't maybe get up a little extra early, spend the time in the charts, do the proper TA. I can't tell you how many countless times I've approached the market on a low time frame without checking my higher time frame. Shame on me. Okay, those weren't my best days of trading unless I got lucky. All right, so there you go. Do what is hard that no one else is willing to do, and you'll find success. Okay, it is hard to not chase the idea of making profits. All right, it's easy to get motivated when you think you're gonna be able to buy a Bugatti or a supercar or Rolex and all this crazy stuff. All right, so all right, let's go ahead and hit this last one real quick. Why we fail. We fail because we make decisions based off of emotions and ideas. Okay, if you're in the market and you're trading and you're making decisions based off of your emotions, there's something wrong. If you're taking a trade and you're already like anxious and scared, and you've got that like feeling of, anxiety, I'm telling you, there's something wrong. You need to take a step back. Okay. One, you probably haven't truly accepted the risk. If I put $300 down to make 600 or 900, and I put that $300 on the table, I should be willing to lose it 100%. Okay. If not, I haven't truly accepted the risk, and I'm going to have an emotional tie to that, which means once that trade's open, I'm going to be making the decisions based from that moment on. I'm going to be emotional. Okay. If I open my charts and I'm looking at them and I'm already getting anxiety, there's something wrong. Okay. If that happens, you will start to make decisions based off your emotions and you will push logic aside. Okay. We have different parts of the brain. You need to make sure you're using the logical part. That's why people say in trading psychology is so important. It is, okay? It really is. But the balance of that is if you don't truly have an actual trade plan that is successful, if you're able to execute it, then trading psychology doesn't mean anything. Okay? And what I mean by that is if you don't have a plan in front of you that you can win with, then the trading psychology doesn't matter. Okay? But I mean, I can point you to a plan. There's no problem with that. There's so many plans out there that actually work, but most people can't get past the mindset and the psychology it takes to trade. All right. So what we need to do, we need and we should make decisions based off of a well thought out plan and logic grounded in our understanding of the market. Okay. And what I mean by that is my boy who trades EMAs, he understands EMAs really, really, really well. Okay. And in that strategy, he has a logical understanding of what the market's going to do based on those EMAs. Okay. I'm an ICT trader. Okay. I trade based off of time based liquidity, the 730 open, fair value gaps, things like that, and, some few other things. But that gives me my logical understanding of the market. It does not give me predictability of the market. Okay, I know we're trying to, in a sense, predict where the market's going to go, but I more look for reaction. Okay, if 9:30 hits and we like start pumping like crazy, I'm not like, ooh, we're bullish. I'm like, where are we heading? Oh, we're heading towards time-based liquidity, and the 7:30 open is maybe above us. Okay, so I want to see, or maybe the 730 is below us, I mean, and then I want to see us pump up, sweep that liquidity, and then potentially head back towards the 730, right? Because the 730 I look as like an equilibrium. Okay. Not to get into my strategy, but it gives me a logical understanding of what may happen in the market. Okay. And it's going to be based off of what I see as reactions in the market. All right. So we need to make decisions based off of a well thought out plan and logically grounded in our understanding of the market. Okay. Some of you have a great understanding of the market. I have mentored people. I'm like, dude, you almost know more about this than I do. Okay. The difference between, you know, the failure and the success is going to be things like this, right? It's going to be because, that person gets upset as soon as they lose and then they start revenge trading or they see a setup and they're too afraid to execute it because the emotion, okay, yet again, made the decision not to enter the trade because of the fear they were feeling and the anxiety. All right. And a lot of people are like, ooh, look at me. I'm doing good. I shouldn't enter if I'm afraid. Well, if it's your setup and it's your plan and it makes sense in your logical understanding of the market, you should push the button and you should do it with an amount that you're willing to 100% lose without getting upset. And those and changing the way you trade in that manner, right? Changing your mindset, that's what's going to make the difference for you. So there you go. Okay. That's this video in a nutshell. This is truly what helped me 100%, right? This was for real the biggest game changer for me. I hope this video was helpful. Drop some comments down below. I'll be willing to talk to people. We have a very small free section of in our Discord if you want to just pop in and join, and I'll have a conversation with you. But I really hope this helps, and I'll see you guys in the next video.